Gandalf? You fooled. I am so weird. Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. My name is Katie Carson and I am the soap artist here on this channel. I've totally messed up my hair so I could shoot that intro scene and I'm not sure it was worth it. Today we're gonna be making the Dragonfire and Brimstone artisan soap. Now I have this all year round in diamond soaps, perfume oils, and body lotions. It's a bestseller. Everyone loves this scent, especially the guys, because it's kind of smoky, it's kind of woody, it's just, yes. I've made a high top version of it before, but I decided to sort of change it up. I wasn't super thrilled with the way that turned out. I wanted to add a lot more fire into it. So here's what we're gonna try to accomplish. I have my little Dragonfire top. I decided to take the ring off. That way people who aren't big fans of Lord of the Rings don't feel like they have to witness it every time they bathe. Then I have the fire and the piping on top, and then we have it in sort of a drop swirl beneath into the black. Can we do it? We will see. So without further ado, let's get soap making. We're gonna begin today by mixing up the base of our soap. I make two separate batches, one for the base and one for the frosting on top. The recipe I am using is down in the description box below, and now I am pouring in my lye water solution, which is a blend of distilled water and sodium hydroxide. I personally get my sodium hydroxide from Amazon. They're very quick and very reliable. And of course, I'll leave you guys a link to it down below. They have 50-pound pails and they also have little 2-pound containers, so they have a size for everyone. Now we're gonna blend until the soap is just past emulsification. This soap is only gonna have two accent colors. It's gonna be sort of a neon electric orange and also a very, very vibrant red. For the red, I'm gonna be using Really Red Mica from Nurture Soap. This is my favorite red of all time. It's consistent and it delivers great results in your cold process soap. For the orange, I'm gonna use Orange Vibrance Mica and some Cosmetic Orange Neon from Nurture Soap. That little bit of neon in there really helps stabilize the orange, so that's why I like to add it. And then in this small mixing container, I have activated charcoal and black oxide with water. We're gonna add that to the base. So let's blend in the colors. The colors are blended, so now it's time to add my super secret Dragonfire and Brimstone fragrance oil blend. It's just a great scent. It's very smoky. It's got a lot of hints of firewood in there, a little bit of a spiced apple as well. Very, 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 very reminiscent of fall and campfires. I'm gonna start by blending this in by hand because the fragrance oil does accelerate trace a little bit. Not very much, but I can keep it under control if I just blend in by hand. Alrighty, so now that this is all mixed up and the fragrance oil is nice and incorporated, we can start pouring into our two brambleberry molds. The majority of the soap is going to be black, and I'm gonna pour in the majority of the black right now because I want those fire colors to sort of sit on the top. We'll pour the rest of it in right here. In fact, we might go ahead and pour all the black in there. I'll scrape out the container a little later, so let's start with the red. It isn't gonna go all the way down. Come and do this side as well. Like I said, it'll kind of sit on the top, won't go all the way down because the fragrance oil has thickened the batch a little bit. So hopefully it looks like little drips of fire. Now I'm gonna scrapey my big container and get all the rest of the black into the molds. Just ladle that right in on top. Same on this side. Okay, so let's add the rest of the colors. We'll drip it just a little bit and then we'll just start putting it on top because the red and the orange are also gonna be the same colors as the frosting, so it's gonna blend right in together really well. Go in now with the orange, do the same on this side. Now that all the soap is in, I'm gonna tap these down on the ground and we're gonna mix up the soap frosting to go on top. I have now filled my piping bag with some orange piping and some red piping, and I've mixed them all up together. I'm using the Royalty Soaps piping set today. So the orange is going to come out first and then the red will follow. The orange sat up a little bit because it has more colorant, and the more colorant you put in a container, the more it will set up. I'm gonna put some over here too, just because I want to make sure that there's a bit of evenness all the way through before the red starts coming in. Okay, so now we got some red coming in. Come over to this side and start piping that. It looks so cool, and it's gonna look really amazing whenever we cut into the bars. A lot of people have been requesting this soap in high top form recently, so I'm really happy to get to oblige you for an October release because the scent is so autumnal. The Lord of the Rings movies were such a pivotal time for me. It kind of symbolized like, I've grown up, because I had to be 14, I think, before my parents let me watch it. I'm sort of a scaredy person, and they knew some of those monsters would freak me out. My brothers got to watch it at a younger age, but they're like, Katie, we're gonna wait a little while for you. But The Return of the King is my dad's favorite movie of all time, so getting to watch that with him for the first time is like a super special memory I have. I don't know the general population's opinion on this, but I did not like the Hobbit movies as much as I liked the Lord of the Ring movies. I liked the first one pretty good, but after that, I don't know, I felt like something was missing. Just gonna put that last little dollop on the top. I have quite a bit of piping left, luckily, so I'm gonna really mound it up, make it a very angry fire on top. Now that I have all the fire on top, it is time to add the black soap gumballs. Each soap is going to get one gumball. And we'll see if I end up getting to cut this with my multi-bar cutter. My brother Kenny made me some really obvious lines on these molds recently, which I really appreciate. All the soap gumballs are in, so I'm gonna spritz the top with rubbing alcohol. And that's it, we're done. Nya, 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 nya. That orange looks super yellow, but it's not, I promise, it's orange. Well, I'm gonna let these guys sit just as they are. They're not gonna be covered or insulated for 18 to 24 hours, and then we will be back to chop them up and take a look at the fiery inside. We are back to cut the Dragonfire and Brimstone soap. I am actually in my kitchen today, which is why the background looks a little different. And Lily is with me beating on a box of macaroni and cheese. We're keeping it real around here today. So I have my single bar cutter. I wanted to cut this one with Evangeline, but it wasn't spaced entirely perfectly. I'm gonna take that end piece off. We'll go to this next one. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So as you can see, the fiery drop is very, very noticeable. And the smell is absolutely incredible. It's one of my favorite smells too. This one's even more ploppy looking on the inside. Oh, I just love it. There is a little bit of glycerin sweat on top of the melt and pour beads, but I'm just gonna spritz that with rubbing alcohol and it will all go away. Yes, that's right, Lily. So the question of the day is, do you like the Lord of the Rings movies? Now, I'm not one of those Lord of the Rings fans that's gonna be like, oh, you don't like Lord of the Rings? Heathen. I understand that it's definitely not to some people's taste, but I have a few other soap designs planned that you might like if you like Lord of the Rings. So if the majority of the people do, maybe we'll whip those out in the future. To vote on the question of the day, you can click the I in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Well, I would say we did pretty well. This soap will be available to purchase on October 1st at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Because it is Lord of the Rings inspired and because it's one of our best-selling fragrances anyway, I do project that this one will go pretty quick. So if you'd like to get your paws on it, be sure you set an alarm for before the release time so that it doesn't get sold out before you get there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment down below. Do something fun for yourself today, whether that is building your own crackling fire in your fire pit in your backyard, or rewatching every single Lord of the Rings movie that was ever made and sitting in front of a TV for 15 hours. Either way, do something that makes you happy, and I will see you guys soon. Bye for now.